Hi. Okay, so what
Barbie doll.
we are doing connection, frame, follow, opposing force concepts today. First one, Barbie doll. Rule number one, hand never past. There are 3 parts to Barbie doll. Rule number one, the hand never past the eyes. You'll always be able to see your manicure. Rule number two, not necessary, still might be closed, but you need to see the back of your hand. Rule number two, the elbow has to stay in a downward direction. Remember, this is dancing, this is deadly assault, and no windshield wipers, because either way, it's going to change. It'll change your shape. What you teach your girls is, as soon as the elbow comes up, it creates torque, which is what creates rotation, and that's where you'll see most follows over rotate, is because they lift the elbow slightly towards the end, or they cancel the lead by pulling the elbow down. Rule number three, the shoulder does not change shape. Simply have them step up to you, tell them you're the follow, push my hand. Here, I'm a good follow, push my hand, and I move with my arm. I'm a bad follow, push my hand, and whoa, where'd it go? So that way they'll understand it right away. They always pick that up immediately. Training wheel is drop your hand right down here. Immediately you've got a training wheel where if she's my student, and I tell her Barbie doll's arms only move here. We take a coin, put it between her fingertips, and that's the coin drill, and immediately I can just reach around and guide her anywhere and walk around the room. Tell her not to lose the coin, make her follow you, not lose the coin, and so start understanding how her frame actually works. The other thing is for leads, you lead with your elbow. I raise the elbow when I lead. Otherwise, like her height, and I don't raise the elbow, this happens. Get out, get around, get around. The wrist must pass over the head on leading. Notice I rotate the hand up and down like an axle to get around. Also, because we want to eliminate the guys that lead with the fingertip right over the head, or that goes right through the head. Okay. All right. Next concept is bow and arrow. The idea is the body is the follow's arms are like a bow. Instead of bow and arrow, here's the string. We draw through, fire the arrow. Easiest way to get bow and arrow shape is get to your frame, collapse your rib cage, pick up your lats like you're in that lat machine at the gym, stretching out. Once you get to here, hang your triceps over on your lats. You should feel it. Draw it slightly forward to engage it. If you're in swing, lower your hands here. If you're in most of the ballroom or closed Latin dances, your arms should be here, just like right around the middle of your rib cage. So from here, we start talking about bow and arrow. When you have this energy, your job as a bow, what a bow would do is it creates opposing force. So if I were to push a bow in on the outside, it's going to resist me by pushing out. If I'm going to push a bow out from the inside, it's going to resist me by pushing in. Additionally, I can go here, I push down, she pushes up, I go here, she pushes down. This is also how you create a lot of different things. If you're teaching whip in West Coast Swing, place your finger on the inside of her wrist, and immediately someone can do a whip who was having problems before simply because they're creating that inside energy for their whip. So now when you look at bow and arrow, keep the hands facing flat down. She's pushing her wrists out. Your job is to make sure that the lead understands and the follower understands that this elbow moves this hip. This entire piece moves as one piece. I move the elbow, I place the hip. I move the elbow, I place the hip. I move the elbow, I place the hip. Just practice that drill over and over. If you're working with a couple, make sure that the guy understands. He starts with placing the head in the center over the girl's left so it frees up her right foot. And everything is very deliberate and slow. We place weight, we place weight, we place weight. Super, super slow. Great way to work with wedding couples who only want to learn just kind of a few patterns. You can teach them Barbie doll, maybe bow and arrow. If they're having problems, then you will find this out a lot. Take the elbows, the line straight across, so that, especially if they're pulling the elbows behind the body. Put your thumb over the stick very gently. Notice I'm squeezing gently. Don't squeeze too hard. We don't want any bruises. And then by this, she'll start understanding she has to maintain her elbows forward. And then place the hip, place the hip, place the hip. We can go into the little drill we did today. Hip, hip, plunge the hip, bring her back through. Do it over and over. Hip, hip, plunge the hip. You notice I'm not moving that much. I'm moving my pelvis, not my upper body, to make it happen. You can extend out here. Here's the drill we went. I place her left hip, place your right hip, then I'll place your left hip. I shift through the pelvis, place your hip, check my watch, center, back. Second drill for this that we did not cover tonight, place the hip, bring her in, place the hip on the inside, center back out. Those are patterns you can use for just about any rhythmic dance, whether it's swing, two-step, cha-cha, whatever else. Next, any concepts I missed on that sheet?
Rhythmic frame.
Rhythmic frame. For rhythmic frame, when you're teaching, this connection here is always pushing out on the follow. We're talking about the girl. The lead places the base of the palm just behind the armpit, relaxing the fingers over the shoulder blade. By doing this, immediately, if he lifts the elbow, engages the lat screw, tell the girl to be drunk, he should be able to hold her up. Hi, Pastor Brown, she's not drunk, really. Then, the moment we bring this arm up and she pushes out, so she's got this bow from the shoulder to here, as she's pushing out gently, but not locked, I can move any direction and she maintains shape. So this leads us into whether it's salsa, West Coast, East Coast, two-step, everything else. All right. Did I miss anything else there?
Coin drill.
Coin drill, we talked about the coin drill, placing the coin between the fingers in Barbie doll, and all of a sudden a wedding couple knows how to dance together. What else?
Guiding turn versus spin.
Guiding turn versus spin turn. On a spin turn, place your weight into your stronger leg, whatever your stronger leg is. So on a spin turn, I want to turn her where I keep her spindle in place. So you're doing pivots, so try to stay in, don't travel, just stay in place. So I'm going to keep her turned so she doesn't travel. If I want her to travel, I'm going to open up an oval on the side and direction. I'm not going to tell her which way she's going to go. I'm going to open the oval. So I'm going to change her direction.
Okay, cowboy.
Nice job. So I'm going to change her direction no matter where she wants to go. All right, is that it?
Forearm tone drill.
Forearm tone drill. So the final thing, the forearms, teach your students the forearms are the curse to the dancer. The moment you've got tight forearms, that's when they're wiggling all over the place. Tell them to try to take your forearm, squeeze it 100%, shake it loose. Make sure it's pointed down when shaking loose, let it go limp. 50%, 25, 10, 5%. Take a look at them, test them. Half the time they're still at 20, 30%. Tell them half of that. And they're like, really? Yeah, half of that. And then once they get 5%, tell them that's where they need to do it. Remind them to do that every single day if they want to be a good dancer, because it takes drilling the brain to understand how to get that muscle tenacity. When you have follows that are tight and they still don't want to move well, bypass it by going to the elbows. As soon as you bypass that forearm, they will find themselves able to move super easy, and they'll start understanding how their forearms have been messing them up. Is that everything?
Yes.
All right, great job, all you guys. A+. Nice job.